FF7, as I said on my last, my second playthrough. My first playthrough, there are a number of things going on. Firstly, it was quite emotional because I'd playing this after many years, and this Final Fantasy VII was really my first RPG that I played, and I absolutely loved it. So there was a lot going on for me there, and also I took a lot of time actually just making sure I had all the correct weapons, setting up the weapons properly, setting up materia properly as well, because it's does take some time to get used to the setup and making sure your characters are set up as you want. So and the thing is, the story in this is actually quite complex, even more complex than the original, because there's lots of twists and turns. So just to demonstrate, at the moment my characters are about Cloud's level 46, so I'm going to get him up a few more levels before I move on to hard mode. Hopefully after sort of level 50 I can do a hard mode playthrough, but so I'm just going to keep it on normal now. My characters are probably going to be slightly over leveled for some of the enemies here, but that's fine because I can concentrate a bit more on the story, because this chapter is quite important significance in terms of the story, and a lot happens in this chapter, and I just want to concentrate a bit more on that. Just in terms of the game as a whole, I'm really happy that the FF7 remake was made. It's really good to see all the characters interacting with each other as they do, and the way they've kept a lot of the original things from the original game. However, the decision to sort of have one whole game just on Midgar, unfortunately there is a lot of sort of filler in the game, and I have to say that some chapters are a lot weaker than others, basically. And but I've selected this chapter because I think this chapter is really good. There's a lot of detail in it, so there's some extra detail that was not in the original game, which actually helps the chapter. And this is a really crucial chapter in terms of the story as a whole. And another thing as well, this is one of the few chapters where, albeit not simultaneously, you do get to control all 4 of the main characters as well, so that's also good. So we left off, Cloud, Tifa and Aerith have just come out from the haunted graveyard, come back to the pillar. It's been a long journey coming back to Sector 7 after they found out that Shinra planned to collapse the plate, and they've come back to a lot of noise and chaos, and they're heading up to the plate to try and stop it, basically. So in terms of where we are, actually I'll just show you my setup first of all. So I've got at the moment anyway, I've got Cloud, Tifa and Aerith in the party. In terms of the materia setups, I've got pretty much sort of the as many materia slots as I can have. I'm not necessarily planning to go through all of the materia right now, but I've got mainly quite a diverse range actually. I think all of them have got heal, and then a few variations of that. They've all got a summon as well if I need it. I went into a bit more detail in terms of the materia setups in my previous broadcast. Aerith, unfortunately, is actually, I won't spoil the story, but I won't focus on that too much now. But in terms of where we are, so we basically need to head for the pillar and follow on. So Aerith and Tifa have headed on ahead of us, so let's go. Let's try and stop this plate from collapsing.
Please, let us through.
You know what this means? Yeah, I hate these things. Yeah, these things, they're quite controversial, but basically they're here to try and
Cloud, Tifa, We have to get past whatever
keep
it takes.
time as it is, basically. So any change to the main story, they're going to be there. Make sure there's no changes, but fighting them is not easy. So here we've got the mysterious spectres and the enigmatic spectre, but it's quite hard to hit them, as you can see. So I'm going to finish off the others first of all, and come back to that guy because he's... Okay, so Cloud's got his bar, ATB bar, leveled up. There's quite a lot of them, so I think I'm going to use triple slash. There's loads of them.
It's on you.
Okay, onto Tifa. Okay, she's struggling a bit. Oh, we better hit the enigmatic spectre. So since he's pressured, we want to use the focus strike. Nice. Oh, he's lost a lot, quite a lot. Oh, this is just a regular one. Tifa's got a full bar. Looks good. Let's use Aerith. Okay, he's pressured, so let's use a nice spell. I'm going to use a level 3 spell. I've got plenty of MP. This is one of the benefits of normal mode. You can just go for it in terms of the spells. On hard modes, you can't actually replenish your MP, and therefore most of the spells you're not going to be using, which is a shame because there's a nice variety, especially with Aerith.
It's your turn.
Let's do this.
Back to Cloud. Yeah, the key to this game is just switching between the characters to make because if you're controlling character, the ATB gauge will fill up faster. And since Cloud's got a full 2 bars, I'm going to use the Infinity's End. It's hard to connect with this, but if you can position yourself, there's a lot of damage. Yeah, it's just very slow, but if you can do it, it looks pretty impressive. Okay, back to Tifa. Oh, this guy's pressured, so he's the main one. So I'm going to use the focus strike on the enigmatic spectre. Oh, he's still pressured, so I'm just going to keep on with that actually. Okay, it's gone back. Oh, he's pressured still. I think Tifa is the best person to stay with at this time. Gonna increase the chi level, and I think when they're pressured, it's best to just go with the focus strike until they get staggered. Now again, I think Tifa is the best person to use.
Keep it up. One more shot.
Brilliant. So basically that fight is just about defeating that enigmatic spectre, then the rest of them will disappear. Well, maybe not disappear, but... Yeah, so the idea of this is that they weren't... Actually, let Aerith finish.
Aerith?
Come on.
Yeah, you don't really get an explanation of that, and I think that's to keep you in suspense, but at the end of the game it makes you think about some of the things that have happened in the main game, and that's one of the reasons for me doing this playthrough here, where I can focus a bit more on the story. So the idea with these guys is not really explained, although if you look at Aerith's body language, she always seems to know more than what she's letting on. So for a lot of the chapters you don't actually have Aerith, unfortunately, so you have to kind of make the most of her while you do and try and glean what information you can. But these spectres pretty much appear whenever there's a potential change to what's previously happened, so they weren't necessarily trying to stop us getting to the pillar, they were trying to delay us. So basically whatever's meant to happen will happen. And in terms of what we'll have, try not to give too many spoilers, but this is the second playthrough, so yeah, I won't spoil it. Whatever's meant to happen is going to happen, fortunately, and we have been delayed in getting to the pillar, and we're going to find out what the consequences are of that. Yeah, so the place looks rather different, although I don't think the guy's down there.
Come on!
Good old Barrett, eh?
That's Barrett.
Can't really miss him, can you? You know who that is, Wedge. He's a smart cookie. Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
You okay?
Cloud, it's Shinra. They're trying to take out the pillar.
I know.
I have to go back. Barrett and the others are still.
He's keen, isn't he?
Stay with Wedge. I'm going up.
Sure.
I'm going too.
Yeah,
I
right.
can still fight.
Don't think so, mate.
Biggs, they were shooting at me and he.
Wedge, please. Let Cloud handle it. Don't worry. I'll patch him up.
Lucky Wedge, he's got two lovely ladies
Hang
fussing
on,
all
guys.
over him.
Help is coming.
Again, these spectres, can't get rid of them.
Wedge, listen to me. You stay here with them.
Cloud does have a certain authority about him, doesn't he?
About time you showed up, Mark.
Good old Biggs.
Gotta do my part to clear the path before you steal the show.
Yep, so from here on in, the only way is up. Just a few things I wanted to say about what's happened so far. So one of the changes in the remake is the fact that Wedge actually survives the pillar, because in the original, Wedge actually dies from that same fall. Whereas here, I think they've changed it slightly, whereas he does fall, he's able to use the grappling hook to break his fall, and although he's injured going down, he stays alive. So that's interesting. Another thing I want to say as well is one thing I really love about this game is the way they've paid so much attention to detail, and the way that you can actually see the materia and the weapons. That actually took me by surprise, and it's just, the thing is, the materia is such a crucial aspect of Final Fantasy VII. It's such a unique system, and the fact that they've actually shown that physically in the actual insertion of the materia into weapons, I think is fantastic. Yeah, so basically Wedge is going to stay down there, and we've got Cloud who's going to sort it out. Unfortunately, we've now lost Aerith from the party, and well, actually Tifa as well, so after a long time we're having to learn to fight on our own again, because we've got Cloud all on his own, unfortunately, but hopefully that will change shortly. The other thing is that the music in this section I think is fantastic, and it really does just sort of put you in the mood in terms of what's going on. It's all action, Shinra all over this pillar, and Avalanche doing everything they can to try and stop them, because obviously this is their home and their lives are at stake. So let's see what Cloud can do to save the situation before we head up on the pillar, because I've got a feeling there's going to be quite a lot going on ahead. Just going to save, not that I really needed to. Yeah, back to full HP and MP. I mean, one potential criticism that people make of this game is that it's a bit too easy and there's too many of these benches. Yeah, there are actually quite a lot of them. It's quite handy when you're struggling a bit and under level to replenish your MP, but what I'd say is if you don't want to use them, you don't have to. Yeah, so basically it's useful to have them. What I normally do as well, once I rest, is I normally just save. So I'm just going to save before I move on. So I'm going to save over my chapter 12. Okay, so I've now saved and I can move on, and yeah, I've put in over 100 hours into this game, as you can see. So it's been quite an adventure. Okay, so the only way is up now. Let's go. And Barrett, from what we can see, is at the top of the pillar, so we want to connect with him. Looks like we've got some resistance on the way though.
What's wrong with these people?
Yeah, it's pretty much just up. Okay, so we've got some company. Let's take these guys out. Let's take the sentry gun out first. I think there's a lot of them. I think I'm going to use triple slash. Take these guys out. The guards.
Come on.
Ooh. Disorder. Let's take this guy out. Yeah, you like that? Okay, he's gone down. I love the slow-mos in this game. Fantastic. Whoops, so we've still got the gun, sentry gun to take out. Okay.
Not bad.
I love the way Cloud just understates everything. It's an absolute badass. It's not bad. Language. Oh, I hate these guys with the shield, so I'm gonna go with take this guy out first. He's got no shield to protect him. Right. These guys, I think I'm going to use magic on them because otherwise they're a bit difficult. Since they are humans, they should be weak to fire. I've got the level 3 fire spell, so I'm just gonna go with that.
No escape.
How'd you like that? Yeah, it's really hard to get over this shield unless we get him from behind.
That's that. Let's go.
Okay, so that's done. Oop. Got a chest here, 2 orbs of gravity, can't remember what they do.
I'm waiting.
Can't go up this way. I think there's a battle going on. Oh, I hate these. Oh, no. Oh, the slugway's alright. Since I've got 2 bars, I'm going to go with the Infinity's End, see if I can get a strike on here. Nah, they're out of range. It's been wasted. It looks good though.
Come on.
Blade burst.
I'm through with you. Sloppy.
Pressure, so we're going to use the focus attack. And
Never in doubt.
He's taken out. Just check we're going the right way. So it looks like we go all the way around and there's some stairs at the end. Isn't this the one? These are the ones that were blocked. Oh no, we can go under here. And oh dear, poor Biggs. So again, these spectres, they're trying to stop us from getting to him any earlier than we're supposed to, which is irritating. So obviously if we got here earlier, we could have potentially helped him out. But I like Biggs, he's quite an understated character, I think.
You made it. No, I might not. Hey, is Wedge?
Don't worry. He'll bounce back.
Because in this short time, Cloud's built up quite a bond with these guys,
Good to hear.
and vice versa.
Could have used some extra padding myself. talk.
There's quite a sad scene.
It's pretty bad up there. Cloud, promise me, don't let it be for nothing.
I can't remember what I chose last time. What about you?
What about you?
I've still got some fight left in me. Enough for another platoon or two. Don't gotta be a soldier to make a difference. Oh, one more thing. The Leaf House. It's an orphanage. And
That's what I like about this. These guys, they've all got like a good heart.
Great. I used to visit.
So even at the end, he's thinking about the kids in the orphanage that he used to help, and he wants to make sure they'll be
That
looked
you'll
after.
have to do yourself.
This is interesting. So,
Not a fan of kids.
No.
But you have so much in common. Good luck.
oh, don't go, Biggs.
Our future is in your hands.
Good final speech. No.
This isn't over.
Yeah, that is a really sad scene. Watching Biggs die. He's a really good character up to this point. You build a really good point with rapport with him. As I said before, I think he's quite an underrated character because obviously the three, Biggs, Jesse and Wedge, they are more support characters anyway, but out of them sort of Jesse's a bit sort of really over the top, so she stands out a bit. Wedge, in terms of his whole sort of food obsession, sort of stands out, but Biggs I think is slightly underrated because he's there and he does the job every time. And yeah, the interesting thing about the orphanage is Cloud doesn't reveal to him that he's actually been to the orphanage, because when Cloud meets up with Aerith in chapter 8, they go to the orphanage and they mention the fact that Biggs actually helps out, so Cloud could actually have reassured him that don't worry, I've been there, I'll look after them, but he chooses not to. Obviously part of the reason he says is that look, you're going to do this yourself, but I thought that was just a bit of a shame that he didn't mention that. But anyway, unfortunately poor old Biggs is now gone. Yeah, this is a tough chapter actually, it's very sad. Anyway, we've got to move on now because there's other people up above that need us. Okay, so I think what I need to do is go right to the other side, and then there's a staircase there. And again, the music changes perfectly to adjust to the mood. They do that really well in this game. So you really do feel like you're... Okay, so Shinra and their helicopters there, you just can't get away from them. Oh, these are the guys I hate, these heli troopers. So irritating. So hard to get to, and they always just get out of your range. And you know what, I think I'm just going to use magic because they're just too irritating. Just realised though, Cloud does not have thunder materia, so I'm just going to use fire because they should, as humans, they should be weak to fire. Did that work? Or I don't think it did. I think they blocked it. Okay, so I should be able to use it now. Viraga they don't block it. I think he's dead though. But I think if I keep them in this position, then it'll be easier. Because I can block them off and keep them on the same side. Okay. Oh, Cloud's lost a lot of health. I'm gonna have to heal him first of all. God, these guys are irritating. The good old Braver. Where's the other one going? Oh, he's pressured, so it's good. Okay, he's staggered. Where did these guys come from?
Try me. Anytime now.
Bloody heli troopers, they're still not. Thing is, I don't have that much MP now either. Yeah, the other thing in terms of the modes, I normally use operator mode, so it's a bit faster. Okay, now that they're staggered, hopefully they should go down quickly. Oh yeah. 9999 damage. Oh god, he really needs to heal. This is what I hate about these guys. They just the way they move as well. You
Bring it.
How did his health get so low?
Come on. Bring it. Come on. I won't give up.
Yeah, you think their fighting style is just really irritating? And they just hang around just outside. Okay, let's just finish him off with a limit break. It's slight overkill, but that looks so good. Oh yeah. Okay, he's gone up a level as well. That really was overkill, but it felt good to finally just take the guy out. Okay, I'm pretty low on health now, and low on MP, which is why I'm using potions. Again, in hard mode, you can't do this. But yeah, it's quite a learning experience going back to fighting on your own after being used to three-person party, because you get used to having that dynamic. I'm completely lost where I was now. Where was I headed? I think, yeah, all the way over to the end, and then again you can see the residents here just kind of sprawled over the end. It's very sad. Okay, so this pillar is very tall. There's a lot of stairs. Okay. Getting a feeling of deja vu here. Anyway, let's go to the end. Oh, let's finish our MP. Oh, Bloody helicopter.
Testing.
Look at who it is, Reno.
We know all about your evil plans.
Not exactly a fair fight, is it?
But the Turks, but Shinra, that's us, won't let you get away with it. So go crawl back into whatever hole you crawled out of.
You can tell that Reno really loves this job.
That ought to do it, right?
Why don't they shoot him? I don't get it. Wait.
I know you.
We've met before, haven't we?
Mr. First Class.
Yeah, Cloud kicked his butt before, so... I don't know why they waited so long to do that.
First Class asshole.
Oh dear.
Gotcha now! You ain't got nowhere to run.
Yeah, the odds are definitely not in our favour. We're running up the stairs with a sword. These guys have got a helicopter bearing down on us with a rather large machine gun. So, and yet they didn't manage to hit him even once. I'm not sure if he's trying to kill him or he's just trying to play with him.
And surrender. Shinra does not negotiate with terrorists.
Good old Rude. He's got his own style of doing things. Look how many helicopters. You know, these guys, they really love doing what they do. They are...
Man, screw this cheap-ass play.
He's going in for the kill now. Oops. That's our cover gone.
Get down!
Nice move, Tifa. Again, slight overkill, but...
That was a close one.
How is it?
Much better, thanks.
So they managed to get him patched up, although I'm not sure where they got the plasters from. Does Aerith carry plasters around with her?
I'm sorry. I can't stay here. I have to help them. Go. Follow your heart.
I don't know why it needs two of them to take care of him anyway, so...
Aerith. There's a bar in the center of town, 7th Heaven. I need you to... Get Marlene to safety, right?
So the question is, how does Aerith know
I'll find her.
what she wants her to do? Because she's never met Marlene, she's never come to Sector 7 before.
Can you take her to the bar for me, Wedge?
Consider it done. Now get up there and kick Shinra's ass.
So Wedge, did he just have a
Seventh Heaven is
few
this
cuts?
way.
Because it looked like he broke his arm when he fell down.
Wait!
You guys can't stay here.
Okay, so this is actually one of my favourite parts of the whole game, because you get to control Aerith, and
Come on, let us through, goddammit! He's just gonna leave us to die out here.
in the original
I'm
game,
sorry, I can't open this gate without express
you
orders.
You guys
you
can't
lose
stay
Aerith,
here.
and then all the stuff happens with the pillar, and then
Come on!
you just find out what's happens to Aerith later on. But
don't
here
have
they've
time to
added
waste.
extra content, so you can actually experience what happened to Aerith, and actually
I'm sorry, I can't open this
by
gate
playing
without
as her, and I
express
think
orders.
that
You
is a
guys can't
really...
stay here.
Oh, shut up, Wedge. So
Come on!
I think that's a really nice touch, because you actually
don't
get to
have
play
time to
as her,
waste.
and controlling Aerith as well.
Through, goddammit.
Her movement, the way she moves and everything, is completely different to Cloud. She's
You guys
more as if
can't
she's
stay
floating. She's a lot more graceful in her movements, but not as fast. But it's nice to just get that experience. Anyway, so Wedge here, as you can see, is trying to get everybody out and get them through this gate, which is guarded by Shinra soldiers, because the plate is about to fall down and these guys are going to die basically. So
We don't
He's
have
got
time to
to
waste.
So let's help him out a bit.
I can't open this gate without express
Step
orders.
away from the gate.
You have to open the gate. If you don't let these people through,
Back off. It's not gonna happen.
Wedge!
I'm no good. Not to anyone up there or down here.
Hey, come on,
That's
Wedge.
not true, Wedge. Don't give up hope yet. We could still save a lot of lives.
Good old
You
Aerith, eh?
don't think we're gonna stop them from dropping the plate, do you?
So the question is, what makes him ask that?
I want
And-
to believe that we could still win somehow.
Aerith's expression should have said it all.
But something in my gut tells me we're due for a reckoning.
So this part is actually quite creepy because
Feeling. Know what I mean?
Yeah,
what makes him say that, and
but that's no excuse to give up.
Aerith obviously has the same feeling.
I wish I'd done it different. Right here, right now. I need to know I did everything I could.
Situation's not getting any better. But that pep talk seems to have done the trick.
I'm not sure what's gonna happen next. But I am sure I don't want to regret the choices I make
Didn't
tonight.
think that through, did you?
Our lives are in your hands. If you don't open up, we're all gonna die.
That's basically the bottom line. So, this works.
No, sir. I will not obey that order. This way, everyone! Quickly! Quickly!
So, good to know that
Wait.
the Shinra soldiers have some heart.
Seventh Heaven is just down this road, isn't it?
Head
How does
straight
she
and
know
look
that?
right.
That's
You
the
can't
thing.
miss it.
Don't worry about me.
All right, I'll get these people to safety.
So, Wedge was basically supposed to take it to 7th Heaven, so
Sector 7, please!
he hasn't even been able to do that,
As
but
far away from Sector 7 as possible, right
yeah,
now!
at least he's helping these guys
Anywhere but here!
escape, so that's good. He's got something that he can be getting on with, and we can get on with what we need to do. So, as you can see, 7th Heaven is right ahead of us, so
Push you guys.
we're going to head down there and hopefully collect Marlene.
You all have to get out of Sector 7, now, please!
The thing is, they don't know Aerith, so
You know
why
what's
would they
going
listen to
on.
her?
What do they want with the pillar?
Well, there's
So-
still time, but
It's not an easy thing to say, is it?
Drop the plate on us?
How does she know that?
yes.
Those sons of bitches!
It's not something you would anticipate, is it?
Feel free to cry about it later. Right now, we need to get everyone to safety.
Wait, the watch should clear the roads first.
But the thing is, these guys do know Miles, so she's someone that they're willing to listen to.
Avalanche, I take it?
Just a friend.
Tell Tifa to lay low. We'll take care of things here.
Good old Mal. That's our landlady. Although I don't think we're going to be going back to our bed anytime soon. So 7th Heaven is right here, and we're almost there, but unfortunately it's not that easy. Oops. So the helicopter's pretty much coming down on us. So it looks like it's going to fall on 7th Heaven. Oops. Ooh. Narrow miss. And very nearly took Aerith out.
We need water! Hurry! The fire's
I
spreading!
don't know why she didn't try and move a bit further away.
Marlene!
Oh dear. So, we've been slightly disorientated, but the point is,
Oh
7th Heaven
no! We
is
need to find another way to get there.
right ahead of us, but unfortunately the path is now blocked by this helicopter, which looks like it's about to explode. If we look on the map, clearly that route is it's got a no entry sign there, so we're not going to be able to go that way. So we're going to have to backtrack and go left and hopefully find a way that way. It's just pure chaos.
Gotta get through. Gotta find a way. Finally.
Oops. Okay, that path is out as well. So it looks like it's every man for himself. I've forgotten this girl's name, but she... I think she's the cat girl.
I know it must hurt, but you've got to be brave now, okay?
Come on, keep moving this way. Hey, over here. Come on.
So Marv's doing her civic duty.
Ready?
Okay. This girl's quite trusting. Okay, so we need to... I've forgotten her name now. Take this girl to Mal. The thing is, we can't run whilst we're carrying her.
Steady now.
Damn it, my leg!
Come on, we've got to go too. Don't worry about me. We need to get as far away from here as we can. We just have to work together. Get to Wall Market now. It's too dangerous here.
This way. Quickly now. Keep moving.
Can you take care of her?
Of course.
Betty, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Daddy!
Okay, so she's met up with her dad. That's helpful.
You'll be fine.
Good, we don't need to worry about her now since she's safe. However, we've got another little girl to rescue, so we need to go straight on here.
Please, I
And I
need to get
think
through.
we can turn, not this one.
Isn't it?
So everybody just keeps pushing past us.
Get the hell out of my way!
No, it's not working.
I'm thinking we can't even run here.
Ah!
Oops.
Confirmed. One more bird lost. Probably for the best. After all.
So the bird, I assume, is the helicopter.
Change of plans.
Oops, we've been spotted by Zeng now.
Someone's been a little too adventurous.
So Zeng's had his eye on Aerith for quite some time, and unfortunately we sort of played into his trap. However, top priority is to get Marlene.
Please
I
be
think
okay.
still on the right track. So we've got a sign for the
Hold on,
bar
Marlene.
here.
I'm coming for you.
Okay, so it's right here. So literally we were down on the other side of that helicopter, but we had to go all the way around because because of the helicopter basically. So Seventh Heaven was right here. I mean, it looks like it's in decent nick, to be honest. Hasn't been touched by any of this, but let's find Marlene. Okay, so we can't see her, but we can hear her. But yeah, just one thing I want to say, it's really nice to kind of have this place, Seventh Heaven, made out of so much detail in this game. Again, it was quite a significant part of the original game. Unfortunately, it's in a bit of a state now, but it was a nice sort of hangout for the party. And if we look, yep, so there's this section here where basically the Avalanche members go down to their secret hideout, and then there's a rear exit as well. I'm not sure if we can go out here, but it's made out in a lot of detail. And this is the bar area, and here we can see the Aerith's flower, which she gave to Cloud, and he in turn gave to Tifa, is right here. So Aerith can see her who was the object of Cloud's affection, who he gave the flower to. Anyway, looks like the sounds are coming from here, and here she is. Hopefully that's
You're
Marlene.
Right?
Who are you?
Okay, so Aerith's all dirty now, not
A
surprised.
friend of Tifa's.
Could have given her name.
Where is she?
Right now, she's with Cloud and the others.
Daddy too?
I think Aerith's really good
You
with
mean
kids.
Barrett? Yep, he's there too.
Wait, Daddy's not coming home?
Not yet. That's why I came to find
Yeah,
you.
I love this music. Again, this is
Tifa
from the
asked me
original.
to. She said, take care of Marlene. The thing is, this place isn't safe now. I'm gonna take you somewhere safer, okay?
Again, Marlene's quite trusting.
Are they gonna destroy the bar? Are they gonna destroy our house?
Aww.
I know it's hard. Just remember, you still have your daddy. You can build a new home together, anywhere. Shall we go?
Luckily, nobody's disturbing them and they're letting them have this moment.
Huh?
So what was the significance of that flash? Okay, so take it she trusts her now.
It smells nice.
Oh?
Like her flower.
Well, given the fact that she's the one who gave it to Cloud, it's not that surprising. The thing is
I
Aerith
hope you remember it.
upset that Cloud gave the
Come on.
flower to Tifa? Again, this music as well from the original.
We'll grow lots of flowers at your new house.
Do you think that I could help too?
Of course you can. Hey, what's your favorite flower?
Yeah, so the whole thing with Aerith and being a flower girl and stuff, it's a really nice distraction from everything that's going on in the main game, which is pretty good. As Sinister, you've got the Mako, you've got the Shinra Corporation, and all this blowing places up and nuclear reactors and stuff. And this whole thing with the flowers, although it seems slightly out of place, is actually a really nice touch and just kind of softens the game a bit. So again, this is all stuff that you don't actually experience in the original in terms of what happened to Aerith and how she connected with Marlene and in the remake you get to not only find out but to control her and experience it yourself. Uh-oh.
You led us on a merry chase.
Oh dear.
Aerith.
Looks like the game is up.
Song.
She doesn't look too happy to see him.
Before you say another word, know that your options are limited.
I like Zing, he's always really cool.
There's nothing to be scared of, okay? How about we make a deal?
Okay, that sounds good to Zhang. So I take it the deal is she's going to give herself up in exchange for letting Marlene go, which makes sense because she wants to protect Marlene, and Shinra really only interested in Aerith, thing. She had to come willingly, which she has, so basically Zane's got what he wanted. Anyway, back to the action. Reno's still playing with Cloud. Again, not a very fair fight. And here comes Tifa now. Significant thing here is what happens here. There's a lot of this in the game. These guys are really strong to be able to lift her up like that.
Nice catch.
You're crazy.
Just like you. So suck it up, because I'm not leaving.
I love that speech.
Damn it! You want to explain yourself, partner?
I don't think so. Yeah, this...
Where's Eric?
I sent her to 7th Heaven to get Marlene home.
In Wedge?
I asked him to show her the way.
Okay.
Yeah, so the significant thing there is that
I don't know about you, but I'm over this shit.
Wu basically has a hot for Tifa, which is why he didn't want to hurt her, but he didn't want to disclose that to Reno. With all these kind of dynamics going on in the midst of all of this chaos, which again, it's a really good part of the game, but you've got to really understand all these subtleties as well, which is I think part of the reason why the original game was such a success, because along with all of the complex story, there's all these sort of character development going on as well, which I think is really good. But anyway, the current situation is that Cloud Tifa's back in the party now, so good to have her. She's actually a higher level than Cloud, and we've got Reno and Rude trying to shoot us down in their helicopter, so again, slightly outmatched.
Man, you suck at hiding.
So we just basically have to find cover. Again, more of these guys. At least we've got Cloud Tifa to help us out now. Right. Again, the aerial combat is quite irritating.
Don't overdo it.
Let me handle this.
Doesn't always work.
Bring it.
So Tifa has really got a lot of magic, but and all MP, but I think I'm going to use it now because this thing's just irritating me. That did the job. Okay, so we can't go this way. Yep, so we need to go all the way around.
I see you.
Need to go through here.
Deal with that.
All set.
Okay, I love the way that
Whatever.
is he now still going?
Whatever.
Okay, we're in the highest chi level now. No.
What's up, guys?
We've still got Reno after
Move
us.
aside.
Make way. Coming through.
Yeah, so we'll go here.
Keep it together.
There's Tifa. doing okay in terms of hits.
There! Watch yourself.
To Cloud. Okay, so I think since the sentry gun does not move, I think it would be a good target for Infinity's End. Oh yeah, that's a nice strike. Okay, Reno's not going to give up that easily. I think I've gone the wrong... No, I'm going the right way, I believe.
How do you assholes like this?
So this is going to take us back down. That's no good.
Well, if this
Oh, it's on the other side.
That's fine by me.
This is taking us back down, so I think...
Yeah! You better run.
Okay, I better take this guy out first. The fact that we're coming across new enemies, I think, makes me think we're going the right way now.
Take the lead.
Yeah, these aerial enemies, they're quite irritating when you've got two melee fighters.
Bring it.
Bring it!
So, Tifa doesn't really seem to be making any impact. Maybe that will do the trick. Yeah, no.
Let's do this. Come on.
Okay, hopefully we can get a clear split in now. Okay, he's pressured, so let's use focus attack. He's now staggered. Okay, there's Tifa. Okay, he's finished. More of them. Oh dear, that didn't quite work.
My turn.
Oh, that's so irritating. Just can't get to him. Let's use a spell instead. Again, neither of these guys have got Fendago, which is ideally what I need against these machines.
I don't know about you, but I'm over this shit.
Yes, Reno's very expressive, isn't he?
Man, you suck at hiding.
Oh, so soon you need to go up those stairs. How do you get to those stairs? Yeah.
I see you. How do you assholes like this?
Okay, here we go.
Come on, wherever the hell you are.
Tough, but doable.
Okay, again, these guys with the shields, then we have to hit them from behind, really.
Let me handle this.
Oops. Okay, I got this guy. By the way, with Tifa, I've got her with elemental fire attack, so that should make her stronger against any human enemies. And part of the reason I did that is because in this section there's a lot of Shinra soldiers that you have to fight. However, Cloud does need some curing. His cupboard is empty, so he can do a full cure with Curaga.
I don't know about you, but I'm over this shit. You still want some more? Stay where I can see ya. Save us all some time and give up. Well, if this is how you want to play it, that's fine by
Alright,
me.
where was that staircase? And the atmosphere in this section of the game is really good. You get this constant feeling that you're under attack from every angle, which basically you are. We're going the right way, yeah. Okay, so Tifa's helping us out, showing us where we need to go. Again, some guy sprawled over the side. It's not very comforting. Looks like we're about to find out. So, got Jessie here in her element.
11 out of 10.
So here, it looks like he's got her off guard. I don't know why he just flies there and doesn't just shoot her down.
Today's your unlucky day, 'cause I never miss.
Again, we've got the specters. Yeah, that bit's really weird. I don't know why that guy didn't just shoot her instead of wait for her to throw that grenade, but anyway, she's on our team, so glad that the fight ended the way that it did, even if it wasn't entirely realistic.
Move aside.
Okay, more of these shield guys. Need to get behind them. Triple slash normally does the trick.
Easy.
Looks like you guys are having the time of your life.
Fight over? Oh no. Oh, I think that's Reno in his helicopter. Who are we fighting here?
Seriously struggling to take down these assholes?
Anyway, we may need to intervene personally.
Whatever you say, partner.
Oh, that's where the
Keep them busy, will ya?
Again, these irritating heli troopers. Really hate these guys. Okay, let's see if we can get him with Infinity's End. Unlikely, no. That attack was wasted. Again, we just can't get to him. So I hate these guys.
It's on you.
Hang back.
All set. Keep it up.
Okay, so we managed to take him out with that star shower, but it wasn't exactly smooth. Okay, so we can go this way. Wasn't sure.
Mow him down.
No, we're not.
Don't overdo it.
Let's go.
I have to say, Cloud and Tifa do make one hell of a combination.
You're up.
Hang back.
The combat in this game is fantastic. Very rewarding. And to be honest, I'm more of a tactical RPG person. I prefer tactical RPGs and the more in terms of the tactics of the combat, but this combines the two elements well. And the element of switching between the characters works out really well. Where's he gone? Star shower. Fantastic attack. I think she's got another one in her. Rolling uppercut. Yep, did the trick. Okay, so we can't go up this way. How do we get up there then? Staircase. Just gonna have to go all the way around. I can't actually see a way up. Don't think we can go this way. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is very precarious. Where if you don't look down. Ah! Yeah, the one criticism of this game is just the graphics on the distant. I mean, the character models are really good, and even the graphics of the foreground are pretty good, but if you look down here, I mean, that looks... If you look at the City of Midgar, it looks pretty poor in terms of the graphics. It's a bit disappointing, but I personally don't mind it too much. I think there's a lot of other strong areas of the game, and it hasn't bothered me too much, but yeah, a lot of people are not too happy about that. And yeah, I think it is a valid criticism given the fact that so much care and attention has gone to other aspects of the game. But anyway, let's move on.
Jesse.
Oh dear. Poor Jesse. Again, the spectres, they're there so that we don't get there any sooner than we're supposed to. And again, unfortunately, if we got here earlier, we could possibly have saved her, but doesn't look like it. Again, this is a really sad scene. Again, Jesse in the early part of the game has played, particularly in the remake, has played a big part. And there's been a lot of sort of flirtation between her and Cloud, and
Lucky me.
Even to the end, you can kind of see this.
It's okay, Cloud. It's okay. They were my bombs. They were all my victims.
So again, you've got this sort of conscience thing, the Avalanche members. Even though Jessie's been involved in all of this, I don't think she's been entirely comfortable
Just try to hang on.
with what she's been doing.
So dramatic. I just wish that I could have had you over again. Everyone with Mom's cooking. I really wanted to believe we could.
Yeah. You owe me a pizza.
That's right. I do.
Jessie did promise before we left on this mission
I don't think.
that she would make us a pizza and
Oh no.
invite us around to her house.
Did I say something wrong?
Bettina knows it's the end.
Don't you guys have somewhere to be? It's not polite to stare, you know.
Again, this is a tough chapter. It's the second time that's happened in quick succession. Another member of our team down. Again, I love the way that you can see the material and the weapons. I've said that many times, but it's really clever. Yep, unfortunately, that's the end of Jessie. Yeah, again, in this remake, they've really brought out her personality a lot. And to be honest, in the first game I didn't actually think about the fact that she was a girl, and I think in this remake that's something very significant to her personalities. But unfortunately it doesn't look like that story is going to go any further. Looks like it's just us and Tifa. But yeah, we've got to continue going up. This thing never seems to stop. But we need to meet up with Barrett, and a good time to rest. Yeah, we could do with replenishing our hits. Okay, just gonna save again. Okay, so that's saved. I think I'll continue for a bit longer because it's quite a crucial stage of the game. I think that's where we came from, so which way can we go? It's all blocked. Okay, here's the stairs up. Okay, that's definitely Barrett. That was close.
You hear me? Think you can come up in here and do what you want? We gon' take it?
Barrett!
Tifa! Get your ass behind cover! Now! Chopper's gonna chew you up!
Again, we're somewhat outmatched.
Damn right. Leading man sticks around to the credit roll. Though we gotta keep moving if we want to make it that far.
Okay.
You ready?
Got the team together again. Lucian the helicopters, man. Okay, so this really is the crucial stage of this chapter.
Rude.
So, Rude and Reno are here to initiate the final sequence that's going to make the plate collapse, and Cloud and team are here to stop him. But you can really feel the competition between Cloud and Reno, and I think that works really well. And Reno's very quick. And then he's got Rude backing him up. Come up now. I'm just wondering, does Barrett never run out of ammo?
No time to dick around.
So Reno obviously takes his job very seriously.
Plate separation authorized. Awaiting confirmation.
Okay, so he started the first part of this sequence, which is the authorization, but Cloud's still trying to stop him. Alright. So I really love the way that Reno as well, he's really, whatever his motivation is, he's really determined to do his job. So it's all on the press of that button.
You ain't got
And these guys have only got one chance to stop him. Right, so I think this is the boss fight basically. Reno, I think, is a really great opponent. He's really fast, he really keeps you on your toes. Hopefully it won't be too difficult for us with the levels that we've got, but it should still be a fairly challenging and enjoyable fight. But yeah, I think this is one of the best boss battles in the whole game, particularly because of the lead up to it and just that sort of that squaring off between Cloud and Reno. I think it's done really well, but we are not going to hold back in this fight. See Cloud really going for it. I love those slow-mos. Okay, so again, it's not that easy because he's got some pretty hefty attacks. So again, Barrett's gone down as well. Tifa's the fastest of our characters, so should be the most useful here. Again, this guy doesn't go down easy. It's a good attack. Right, so Barrett's got 2 ATB charged. Again, he's gone down. Ooh, that's a nasty attack. I think I need to use up Barrett's ATB gauge now because he's under close. He was in the close quarters, but he's not anymore. So I'm going to use Maximum Fury instead. Okay, so we've taken his health down to some extent. But he has Rude to back him up.
I see you're doing whatever the hell you want.
How on earth does he make that jump? That sense is so high.
Heads up, guys.
Right, so now Reno's taking a break. Now we've got to get these guys, but I think Barrett's might be basically quite rude in the helicopter, and I think Barrett with his ranged attacks is going to be the most effective here. I think the thing with Barrett is he also has Thunder Materia, which again is out of range. I think since this is a boss battle, I'm going to use Barrier, which we've got set on all, and that'll give my team a bit more protection. Okay, so Reno's back on the menu. Oh, nasty. So we should be able to use, since we're in close quarters with Reno, should be able to use one of Barrett's melee attacks. So he's basically got 2, charging uppercut and smackdown, so I think I'm going to go for smackdown on Reno. I think if we get the pyramid we can free Tifa, but I want to have a go at Reno. Yeah, I'm not sure I did anything, it's too slow. But anyway, we free Tifa anyway. Again, this attack of Reno's is deadly. Okay, we may be able to bring up Infinity's End. Yes, did it. I think he's down. So it's just Rude now. Where is he? Still in his helicopter. I think whilst he's in the helicopter, we have to basically use Barrett because the other guys can't really get to him. Okay, brilliant. So helicopter's down.
Damn it.
We're doing okay on hits, but we probably do with a bit more. Question is Rude okay?
I was planning to join you anyway.
How many pairs of sunglasses does he have?
Walk away from him. Come on, let's teach him the Turks two-step.
So these guys still aren't giving up. So I think we need some healing.
My turn.
Who are we controlling? I think we do need some healing now. These are all set to single heal, so to be fair, I'm going to use her to heal herself. It's just been attacked though. So again, Mood's going in for the kill. Okay, she's able to heal him. Oh, I think Reno is so fast. I think we need some healing before we do anything else, to be honest. He's still here. Oh, combo attack. Yeah. Oh, Kabuna's back then. Spinning air kick. Just not getting a break. Spinning axe kick. That's really getting it. Thing is, until he's got his ATB bar up, there's not really much he can do. So, we're gonna have to help him out. Oh god, they're gonna do the special attack again. We're just gonna have to go on the offensive now. Someone. You know what? Let's go for the kill. Let's use Bahamut and finish him off in style.
Duty calls.
Again, this is somewhat overkill because Bahamut is the ultimate summon. But I haven't actually used him in combat yet, so let's see what he can do. Umbral Inferno on Reno. And I think Barra, because she was the only person who had the raise materia. Okay, definitely need some healing. Okay, we managed to block that attack, unfortunately.
All set. Stay strong. You're out now. Take it over.
Okay, let's take these guys out now.
Let me handle this.
Steady,
What the?
my turn.
Oh, we didn't do this combo attack again. I think the key to beating these guys is you've got to take one of them out first, because otherwise they can do this combo attack. So Reno's down. Where's Rude? Okay, Rude's down as well. Finally, okay, so made a bit of a meal of that one. But I think I should have taken one of them out first so they couldn't do that combo attack, and spent too much time trying to control Barrett because he was just too slow.
How do we stop it?
But it's what I like, right to the end, both sides are going for it. So even now, you know, he's not willing to give up the secrets. So Rude and Reno have been defeated, but they're still focused on completing that mission. And the thing is, the spectres
Real tired of your shit.
will not let us pass, so we can stop Rude from pressing this button. So as a result of that now, Rude's managed to get to the machine, and he has completed the sequence. So yeah, that's a really big moment, because despite us being able to defeat them in the fight, which I must say is probably one of the best boss battles in this game, love it. Because of these spectres getting in our way, we haven't been able to stop him. And again, even now they're going at it. It's one way to stop Cloud. So, as usual, there's a Shinra helicopter waiting to pick these guys up. So, they've basically separated the plate. They've got a helicopter and they're off, and our team is left to suffer the consequences now.
Nothing. There is nothing.
And Zeng as glum as ever.
You can't do this! Tifa! I found Marlene! Eric!
Marlene! My Marlene!
I think one thing that this shows is really just the imbalance in power between the two sides. So Shinra have got Aerith as well now.
Ancient.
So that's significant, because
Where exactly do you expect them to go?
Cloud previously hasn't realised that Aerith is an ancient. Yeah, where are we supposed to go? We're at the top of this pillar. Yeah, this is not a good situation. So in this moment, pretty much all the odds are against us. We need to heal before anything else. Okay, so he's healed. Let's go and help out Tifa. Yeah, I think emotionally, I think it's just been too much for Tifa, which is not surprising, because even after everything we've done, because we had a really long journey getting back, trying to stop the plague, quite an epic battle, and we unfortunately still have failed. But let's find us a way out, although it's not the orthodox way, so for sure. He didn't even wait for us, he just assumed that we'd be able to jump on. But yeah, I think in this moment you really realise it's an amazing scene. You see it in a lot of the trailers of the game. But here is where you really realise the extent of the destruction caused by this plate falling. Oh dear. Is that the end of Wedge? And President Shinra is looking pretty glum. We've got Kate Sith here, who, like I said, despite his allegiance, looks quite unhappy. I think this scene in particular for me just brings it to realization exactly what has happened, and when you see Sector 7 like that compared to all the other sectors, you really realize just the extent of what it means, that the plate collapsing and going down. It's pretty horrendous. But yeah, it's a really strong chapter, emotionally as well. It's a bit of a roller coaster. Yeah, first time I played it, although I knew what was going to happen, I think because they put so much detail into it in the remake, really does bring it to the fore. And yeah, now we're into the next chapter, looking at the consequences of what's just happened. Okay guys, so I'm going to stop the broadcast there. Hope you enjoyed that. So that was chapter 12 of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, very prominent chapter in the game, and pretty much from the here on in, the mood of the game changes slightly. Up to that moment it was fairly light-hearted. It becomes quite sort of somber from this moment onwards, and you lose Aerith as well, and it's quite a heavy game there on in, but yeah, I think it's really well made, and this is one of my favourite chapters in the game. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy the broadcast, please do like and subscribe to the channel, because I'll be putting on more both of Final Fantasy VII and other games as well. So stay tuned and like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you on the next one.